Alright, so hello everyone, it is Jaden and welcome back to another video. And for this week's video, I thought I would bring you all along with me as I worked on like some ideas or just like doing some sketches for some paintings that I would like to do, while also giving you all a little bit of an update about how school has been going so far. But yeah, let's get into it. Alright, so here is my little designing sketchbook, or the idea book as I called it, for bigger projects. I'm just going to quickly flip through some of the other projects I thought about working on, and then I'm going to get into the designing right about now. Also, some of the clips are sped up just because if they weren't, we would be here all day. And also, some of like the earlier clips like this one, they are a little bit, they're not blurry, but they're not entirely focused, and that's just because I had like zoomed out, but I just ended up zooming in closer so y'all could see it a little bit better, and then I didn't have that problem anymore. But anyways, right now I'm working on a sketch. Now I have done this piece before. It's the like, I called it a slow day at work, and it is the two like teenagers set in like the 80s working at like a movie rental store. The guy's asleep, the girl's painting her nails and on the phone. However, I did end up changing this around because this is the inspiration for the project that I am currently doing in my intermediate painting class. However, this is going to have a bit more of a spooky twist. I made the store look like it was decorated for Halloween, and some of like the characters are going to be coming out of the posters, and maybe they're going to wreak havoc. Who knows? But you did not see me do these sketches, or at least include that in this video, because that was a later idea that I eventually came up with after talking to my professor. But anyways, let me give y'all like a little update about how school has been since I started. With the first major update, if you can hear me laughing, I'm like kind of nervous about this. But I ended up dropping out of the entrepreneurship minor. I know. I was like really excited about it, and then after taking like, it was only a couple of days of like taking some of the classes for it, I just realized it just was not for me, like at all. I did not enjoy it at all. Who knows, maybe I'll change my mind, but I just didn't like it, if I'm being honest. And I just thought, I don't want to make myself sit through these classes, not to mention like the business classes are also like extra on top of like the other, like the art classes that I take. And I'm like, I just don't want to sit through them since I'm not enjoying them. I don't really like this, so I ended up dropping the minor, which is one of my professors, he said yesterday, because I had class yesterday when I'm doing this voiceover, he said something along the lines of do what you enjoy, and he had told us a little story about like his sister and stuff like that. And you know, it's important, especially I know that art is like a career that a lot of people might talk down on about not being able to make money and stuff like that, but I would rather do what I enjoy and make art the way that I enjoy, instead of like focusing so much on like the business aspect of like my small business. And I don't think that I need an entrepreneurship minor just to help me along with that, because there are very successful like creators and stuff who probably have not had that sort of schooling and stuff like that. And I don't know, it's just not something I want to worry about at the moment. I'm definitely the kind of person who can really get into like my head and stuff, like when it comes to like school and how I feel like I'm behind because I take a semester off and just stuff like that. I don't know, like let me stop ranting. But anyways, dropped out of that minor. I added on some art history classes to fill in those credits, because those would be credits that would count towards my degree, which if you are new here, I am currently working on getting a BFA in studio art, and my concentrations are in painting and drawing. Besides the art history class, which this one's really interesting, I only have it like once a week, but it's about like controversies and stuff in like public art in America. It's quite interesting so far. We've only met like, well, actually I've only done the readings. I haven't gone to a class yet since I added on late, so I missed the first class. And then the next class, it was canceled because our professor was out because they were recovering for surgery. Anyways, the other classes I've done, fiber arts. Right now we're doing an embroidery project, which I'm very much enjoying. I'll be doing like a studio vlog soon, or at least when I am doing this voiceover, I'll be starting one soon. So I'll definitely show you all that then. In my painting class, obviously, I'm doing 2 paintings. They don't have to be a series. I'm making them at least for this first 2 just because I wanted to. And in my figure drawing class, we did like a still life, and now we're just like getting into like figure drawing and stuff like that. And we honestly like didn't have models yet, so we were just doing clothed like sketches and stuff of like the professor, and like even some students he was like letting us model. I did not do that because I did not want to sit there and like have people draw me for like 5 minutes or like however long I like determined, or however long, because we did like 1 minute, 3 minute, 10 minute, 5 minute, and 10 minute increments of like sketching and stuff like that. Anyways, that's how my classes have been going so far. It's pretty good. Another thing that I'm actually going to be getting credit for, which I did not know if I would do this or not, and then my grandmother, like once I told her about it, she's immediately like, yes, like you should do this, it's going to look good, and it's also like going to be good for like a portfolio and stuff like that. But at my university, so I had gotten an email from the opera professor, and now I'm not a music student like at all, but it was about how for the upcoming opera, which is based off of The Little Prince, he would like projections, and apparently my name was on like a list of like students he should contact about doing it. And I met with him yesterday, and I decided I am going to do it. There is me and just one other student who is going to be working on this project. He thinks that I will be making the art based off of The Little Prince. Then the other student will be making the art for the pilot. But we're basically going to be doing like these fun, like cool projections that will like show up on the screen. And he also would like for us to do like filming us like working on the drawing, so that can be like shown to the audience like before the show starts. But I'm like pretty excited for this. It's very different from what I usually do, but I think it will be a lot of fun, and I honestly cannot wait. I've never read The Little Prince, but the professor did give me the book. So this weekend I'm going to read it, and then as I'm reading it, and then also as I listen to the opera, I am going to be doing like some little doodles and like a sketchbook, like because he wants the doodles, because I think this is going to be really fun. He wants the doodles to be very like kid-like, since it's for The Little Prince, and like from his point of view it's like a child's imagination. So I'm going to see if I can find like some of my crayons and stuff to like get really into like that childlike imagination kind of thing. We used to have like a big box of them, and I can't remember if we ended up getting rid of them or not, but I really need to look. But yeah, I'm pretty excited for that. Like I said, I think it's going to be really cool. Anyways, in terms of like the art that is shown on the screen, the last one was like an evil Snow White kind of thing. This is another idea that I had done before. Some of these are just kind of like reworking ideas or even pieces that I've already done, but I want to do them in a different way. Also, like this midnight delivery one, which is of a witch delivering pizza. I had done that digitally, but I'd love to do it traditionally. So that's why I was also just like working on like changing some of the form and stuff for that. But yeah, in terms of school, like when I'm doing this voiceover, it is September 6th when I'm doing this voiceover, and I am pretty nervous when it comes to like getting my projects done, mainly the painting one, because I could have done this piece in acrylic, which probably like would have been like so much better, but instead I was like, no, I will be doing it in oil. And I've already committed. I would buy new canvases just to like restart, but like I said, I've already committed. I've already got a decent amount of stuff down, and I can't stop now. I'll definitely have to go in over the weekend and work on my pieces, because they are due September 25th, and I do not have a lot done, which definitely is making me nervous. I'm also like struggling a little bit with it because my professor, like, she loves the idea. She says it's really fun. Um, but she wants me to add like a little bit of like ambiguity to it. And I'm a little bit unsure of like how to do that. So I need to like maybe do a little bit more sketching of how I can include stuff in the piece. But I also have like a lot of stuff I need to get done this weekend. I need to do, for my art history class, we do like article readings, and then we just do like a basic like little paragraph summary of like each article, which is like super easy and quick. So that won't take me too long. I have to do gesture drawings. Again, they don't take me too long. Even like, I think with the amount we have to do, it'll add up to about like an hour and a half worth of like work. But again, that's not too bad. Gesture drawings, I've gotten like really into them. They're really fun, especially like when we do them in class. It's a lot of fun because we'll ask our professor like questions, and he'll ask us questions, be like, what's your favorite movie? What do you think is like the worst movie you've ever seen in your life? What's like your favorite food? Like stuff like that. And we've also gotten into like little, not like full on arguments, but more just like kind of like fun stuff among us as the class. So it's a lot of fun. We also have like a class playlist that he just added all of us to, so we could add like songs, and that's also like a lot of fun, like hearing like what will come up, because it can go from like one like genre to like a completely different one, and it's just like a lot of fun. But anyways, my painting project, like I said, that's going to take me a long time. Summaries won't take me so long. Gesture drawings won't take me so long. The other one that's going to take me a decent amount of time is my embroidery project. I do really enjoy doing embroidery. And I've also learned a lot of new like stitches and stuff that I personally never really knew, or I just didn't really use a lot. So I'm trying to incorporate them more into this particular piece. The thing is, embroidery, it can take a while. So one way I'm trying, which we are allowed to do this, one way I'm trying to at least help in terms of like getting like some coverage with color is I'm going to be using felt. Like I said, my professor said that it's totally cool, and they would actually honestly would like it if we do this, just because this piece is more about being experimental in our work as opposed to like having a perfect, pristine, finished project. So I think I'm going to be using some felt just to like help me out in covering up some bigger spaces, because like some of the spaces, trying to cover it up with like just embroidery floss, I would be doing that like all freaking day, and you know, it would just take too long. But yeah, I also have like some personal projects I'd love to do, but I've said this before, I'm not the best at like managing my time, and I really like need to like change that, because I do have like some fun like fall and like autumn plushies and stuff that I'd like to make. But ooh, my voice just did something real weird right there. But I just need to get it done. I also have some I like need to sketch out. And another thing I'd like to do, which I didn't plan on doing this, but I feel like it'd be a lot of fun, is participating in Peachtober this year, which I'll include like some of the information about it right here on screen. But it's like Inktober, but this is, a different creator. And each day you get like a little prompt to do like a painting, drawing, whatever you want based off of it. And I think it would be a lot of fun. However, like I said, it is every single day, which is a little intense. But I think it would be fun to try to like use those prompts and do them in maybe like a fun, cute, like spooky way. But we'll just see how that'll end up. But I know I definitely want to make some autumnal themed plushies and like cute little like sweaters and stuff like that. And I don't know if I want to do horror movie plushies again. I thought about possibly making plushies based off of like, or maybe doing like a frog blind box. Now, I had designed this last year and I planned on doing it, and I never ended up doing it. But like doing like Halloween like frog plushie blind boxes, and each one's like based off of like a zombie, Frankenstein or vampire, like something like that. So maybe I'll do those. I think those would be pretty fun and cute. I was thinking about doing I'm just completely pivoting, I'm sorry about that, but I was thinking about doing a festival tomorrow, and it's also on Sunday, um but I don't think I'm going to be doing that because my dad is like helping like his brother set up stuff for it because his brother owns a food truck, and like they said that I could set up because like they know like the person who like does the event and stuff, but I don't think I am because I think I am coming down with a cold and stuff, and I do not want to go and get anybody sick. And also if I just feel like kind of crappy, I also don't want to sit there from like 10 to 4 and like also like get everything set up and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to go. But anyways, we are coming at the very end of this video. I just hope y'all enjoyed watching me sketch out some designs for some drawings and stuff like that. But yeah, thank y'all so much for watching, and I hope y'all have an absolutely amazing day. Bye!